Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Mangesh Dushing, working as an assistant professor in chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nashik. Friends, in last videos we have learned about SN1 reaction, SN2 reactions, their reactivity, their orientations, their stereochemistry. Those links are provided into the comment box. Friends, in this video we will learn about SNI reaction mechanism. Friends, what is SNI reaction mechanism? The term SNI stands for substitution nucleophilic internal. So it's an internal nucleophilic substitution reaction. Friends, in case of SN1 and SN2 reaction mechanism, the stereochemistry of the substrate and product, that is the racemization and the inversion of the configuration of the product takes place. As we know that in SN2 reaction there is a inversion of configuration, while in SN1 reaction there is a percentage of racemization of the product. So two products are possible in equal amount, two enantiomers, so that is called a racemic mixture. So in SN1 case we are getting the racemization of the product, while in case of SN2, that is backside attack of the nucleophile, will gives us inversion of the product. But in case of SN1 mechanism, Hughes and Ingold has shown that optically active 1-phenylethanol reacts with thionyl chloride to give 1-phenylethyl chloride with complete retention of configuration. In SN1 mechanism, racemization, while in case of SN2 mechanism, inversion. But in case of SNI reaction mechanism, the complete retention of configuration. It means that the configuration of the substrate as well as product is going to be a same. So there is no change in stereochemistry of the starting as well as product. For example, S1-phenylethanol, if we reacted in presence of SOCl2, so it will give us S1-phenylethyl chloride. So the stereochemistry is not going to change. S remains S. Suppose that is R, then R remains as R. So that is called as retention of configuration. The configuration of substrate as well as product going to be same. So that is called as retention of configuration. So SNI reaction mechanisms gives us retention of configuration. So why we are getting the retention of configuration? So the solvent used for the SNI reaction is like a diethyl ether or a THF, like tetrahydrofuran. So what is the mechanism? Suppose this is our substrate, that is S1-phenylethanol, and this is our reagent, that is thionyl chloride. So thionyl chloride, sulfur is electron deficient, so acts as a Lewis acid, while this is acts as a Lewis base. So lone pair of this oxygen donates to the sulfur, so one of the chlorine will leave. The Cl minus take this proton, the byproduct is HCl, and we will get this substrate, that is alkyl chlorosulfide. Friends, in this case highly polarization is there. So what will happen? The carbon oxygen sigma bond will break, those electron goes to the oxygen. So this is the slow step and we will get this intimate ion pairs. Friends, these intimate ion pairs are not going away from each other. They are remains close vicinity to each other. After rearrangement of this transition state, because this is very unstable, so this electrons comes inside and this Cl minus attacks from the same side to this carbocation of this substrate, and we will end it with this product, that is S1-phenylethyl chloride. So attack of the chloride from the front side leads to retention of configuration. So friends, whatever these intimate ion pairs, cations as well as anions, they are not going away from each other. So whatever the chlorine it's coming from the reactant or substrate, or this anion is attacks from the same side of the leaving group. That's why we will get the retention of configuration. So what are the evidences for this SNI reaction? For example, this is our substrate, that is uh, 3-methyl 2-butanol. So if you reacted with this sulfonyl chloride, so first step, as we know that this OH will attack on sulfur, Cl minus will leave. So this is the alkyl sulfonyl chloride we will get. Friends, after breakdown of this one, we will get this intimate ion pairs. So carbocation plus O minus. So carbocation is there, this carbocation is secondary. If you look at this, if this hydrogen migrates over here, whatever the carbocation is going to form, that is a tertiary carbocation. And tertiary carbocations are more stable. So wherever the carbocation is formed, that rearranged itself to become more stable carbocation. So automatically this hydrogen migrates to this carbocation to give the tertiary carbocation, which is more stable. So this intimate ion pairs, now again this electrons comes inside, this Cl minus attacks on this carbocation and we'll get this product. Now instead of OH replaced by Cl over this secondary carbon, we will get this chloride on the tertiary carbocation. It clearly indicates that reaction goes via formation of carbocations, that is intimate ion pairs. So rearrangement products clearly indicate that the reaction goes via intimate ion pairs, that is carbocation formation. Friends, what if in presence of pyridine? So suppose this is S1-phenyl ethanol, same reagent, that is SOCl2. But if you are using pyridine as a solvent instead of ether or THF, then product's stereochemistry will be inverted. That is S is converted to the R. So product will be R1-phenyl ethyl chloride. So it's like a SN2 mechanism. In presence of SOCl2 and pyridine, we will get the SN2 type of mechanism. So why? Pyridine does not use as a solvent in SNI reaction mechanism. So pyridine reacts with the thionyl chloride. This is the solvent, reacts with the reagent thionyl chloride to form a pyridinium chloride. So N plus Cl minus. The chloride ion is free now for the attack to this carbon atom of the substrate. Now this Cl minus is coming from the back side, so that to minimize the dipole-dipole interaction as well as steric interaction. So the chloride ion attack the carbon atom from the backside. As a result, inversion of configuration of the product will take place. So it's like a SN2 mechanism. So the mechanism is not goes via SNI, but the mechanism is actually follows the SN2 mechanism. So in presence of pyridine, we will get the inversion of product, that is mechanism goes via according to the SN2 mechanism. That's why in case of SNI reaction, if you want to make a same configuration, that is retention of configuration, then we should avoid the pyridine as a solvent. We should use ethers as a solvent like a diethyl ether or THF. Thank you for the watching, friends. Thank you so much.